best about Wisconsin?
Well, I'm going to start from the beginning.
Deal.
So I just loved the road trip. I got to watch videos in the car, and we got lots of Taco Bell. And
Taco Bell was the fucking.
Yeah, and I got to watch videos with my headphones in the car. I love the stores that we went out to and like the gas stations.
Which store? Oh, remember the first gas station store
Yeah.
you went to? Did you get a dog or something?
Yeah, I got like that bear thing, and
Do you
then
know
we
where
got
it is?
snacks. Yeah, it was a bear.
Do you know where it is now?
Yeah, it's in that like hammock thing.
Okay.
And I love the hotels. The hotels were nice. They smelled nice, and I slept really well there. When
Remember
we
the
were
place we said we were, the hotel, remember the gas station they said there was like Dipping Dots and there were none?
Yeah,
That
that
was a
sucked.
bullshit.
Yeah, and then when we were out in Wisconsin, we got to hang out with Shirley and Scotty. And we got to play with dogs. Their yard was huge, and I could run around. And I got a few frogs, you know. And sadly, I put all 3 frogs together. I got two giant toads. I got 2 giant toads in there, and 1 tiny little toad. And then, like an hour later, I check on them. The next thing you know, I saw the baby toad's head just sitting there, like head by itself.
But the other toads ate it.
Yeah, like the head was just sitting there.
Well, frogs will eat each other.
Yeah, so I don't.
Well, we know that now.
I don't know what I was thinking when I put 2 giant toads with a small one. Not only were they probably attacking each other when we saw them, but they ripped off the tiny toad's head. I just saw the head sitting on a rock in there.
Tell me about your food truck experience. What was the
Oh
name
yeah, I love.
What was the name of Scott's food truck?
I know. Hold on. Don't tell me I could do this. It was Tip Ups.
Yeah.
And I loved cooking in there.
Because remember we were down at
Yeah, and they let me have a free like breakfast sandwich. It was
it
really
Boulder
good.
Junction?
I can't remember, but they let me have a free breakfast sandwich. It was
Did it have eggs in
so
it,
good. Yeah, I think so. It was so good.
Well, tell me about the cooking part.
The cooking part, I loved how, like, I was actually working there. I cooked a little bit, I think, and then I put a whole bunch of like ketchup and salsa in little containers. It was just so fun. And then the road trip back from Wisconsin, like I said before, it was so fun. The hotels that we stayed in, the gas stations and stuff. It's just everything was so fun about the entire trip. It's hard to describe.
All right, well, let's talk about the PI pub with the ducks.
What's that?
The place we went that Uncle Scotty and Shirley took us to. Uncle Scotty and Aunt Shirley took us to the place where you won all those ducks.
Oh yeah,
Tell me
I
about
got like 12 ducks.
Well, tell me your thoughts on that restaurant.
It was good, and the games were fun. I loved the ducks. I got so many. It was so fun. I got addicted to it. I was sitting there for almost the entire time, occasionally coming back for a fry or 2.
Well, tell me about the food from there. Do you remember anything about the food?
It was good.
Because I remember I had my first fish fry.
I can't remember everything about the food. I remember it was pretty good. Am I like in a podcast? Is this going to be a podcast?
No, I was just asking some questions. This is all
I wouldn't mind if you make this a podcast.
Okay, well, I'll do it. Well, so tell me some other things about actually, remember the trips when we got there. So, okay, tell me about the place called The Beach in Presque Isle.
The beach?
Yeah, remember that we went to The Beach at Presque Isle?
Like, is it a store or was it like the actual beach?
Remember we went there with the dogs and the swimming and stuff?
Oh,
and the paddleboard? Tell me
yeah,
about
I love that place. It was very nice there. I got to just, we walked around for a little bit.
it. Hey, move your Mountain Dew. I can't see your Facebook face.
We walked around for a little bit. It was super nice. The weather was perfect. It was so sunny. There were like only a few clouds in the sky, and none of them even blocked the sun. It was perfect. The water was relaxing there, and we just like sat on the dock with the dogs. The dogs were like running around and fighting.
That sounds about right.
And I think I saw like a frog that escaped there.
Yeah, you did.
I almost caught it.
That's where you got your love of frogs and critters.
Yeah, the first one was at Scotty and Shirley's house.
So what was the best part of the inside of Scotty and Shirley's house?
Everything. It was made out of wood. They probably built it themselves.
So
It was made out of wood. There were so many like amphibians, and there were deer. There were so many animals. It was just perfect. They have a TV in there. They even have a basement, and they have 2 dogs, which, as you know, it was just perfect. The entire trip there and back was just perfect.
It's just like The Hobbit. Did you know that the name of Bilbo from The Hobbit?
No.
His book was called There and Back Again. But anyways, let me another question for you. On the way out, we stopped in Cleveland where we went to the Christmas tree house.
Cleveland,
give me your thoughts.
Ohio?
Yeah. Give me your thoughts on Cleveland. We went to the Christmas tree house and we went to the Dungeon Hobby Museum. Give me your thoughts.
So the chocolate from the Christmas shop was good. We got that the leg lamp cup. Remember that? The mug?
Yep. And tell us about what happened inside the Christmas tree house. The Christmas Story house.
Oh yeah. Well, it was playing Christmas Story.
Or it was the store. It was the actual house where they filmed Christmas Story.
Oh yeah, we went in the
actual movie house.
like where it was filmed, and we got to see all the other houses and some of the cars that were used in it too. It was very nice.
Any thoughts about what happened on the stairs there?
Oh yeah, you farted where Ralphie was standing.
That's big. That was kind of a big deal. Let's talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We didn't go inside, but we were outside.
Yeah, we tried to get tickets, but they were so expensive.
Oh, wasn't that your first VR experience?
Yeah, my very first VR experience. It was very fun. And I'd probably get one with my own money in the future. You know, PlayStation made a PlayStation VR.
System. Yeah.
They made another system.
All right, let's think about some other places. So we stopped in Oshkosh.
I feel like I am in a podcast.
No, you kind of are in a podcast. I'm trying to think of some stuff. Oh, let's talk about Mom's speeding ticket.
Oh yeah.
She couldn't cry her way out of this one, could she?
Yes, I guess she was going like 47 miles in like a 32 without noticing, and then she just got pulled over. That was my first time ever being in a car that got pulled over. Like, I've never experienced that before. It was crazy. How much did we owe again? Like $200 something?
Yeah. She wasn't able to get her way out of that. Now tell me about Shirley.
Shirley and Scotty. I loved them. They were so nice there and everything.
Right.
They let me work in their food truck. They gave me a tip-ups hat because they make hats, and they gave me a green one, and they said only employees get the green one.
So what if I was to tell you that someday maybe you could work in the tip-ups truck?
I want to.
Big time?
Yes, I really want to go back to Wisconsin. I do.
No, we're gonna, dude.
Yes.
Can't wait to go back.
Please, I want to go back to Wisconsin. It'll be the perfect experience. I just want to go back like right this second. Now, I just want to be there.
So what was of our summer trip? Tell me the best part of the whole trip. What made you the happiest about the trip?
Probably the frogs. The frogs and seeing Shirley and Scotty.
What didn't you like about the trip?
Nothing. There's nothing that I couldn't like there. Everything was perfect.
How did things go in the back seat with you and Abby? Because you were in the back seat for 18, 20 hours together.
And it was
There and back.
It was fine. We were just ignoring each other, doing our own things.
Did she bother you?
No.
Did you bother her?
So, change of subject.
So any last words for our viewers?
I recommend going to Wisconsin.
Presque Isle in particular, or anywhere?
Wisconsin, where I went.
Oh.
Whatever Wisconsin I went to.
Dude, we forgot one last thing, so we'll come back to the last house. Let's talk about the Milwaukee, the brew house tour, where we went in and saw where they make beer.
The brew house tour?
With that crazy guy with the long hair.
He made a whole lot of adult jokes that I probably shouldn't say on this camera.
You can say them. Tell us about them.
So he had this thing called a bung, and another thing called a bung, and he started hitting them together.
The bungs?
Yep, and he started hitting them together.
Bunghole. So,
Bung,
final
bung, bung.
thoughts, Nick, on this podcast.
I highly recommend going to Wisconsin.
Anything else you want to say to the people out there?
you ever have enough time, definitely go to Wisconsin.
All right, man. Well, this is Nicholas and Jay signing out. Thank you for listening.